We have go for main engine start. 8, 7, 6. We have main engine start. 3, 2, 1. Liftoff.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Every textbook tells you that entering a black hole is a death sentence. But what if they are actually the only exits in the universe? Most people think these cosmic monsters are just giant garbage disposals that crush everything into a tiny, invisible dot. I am Commander Apastra, and I have spent my entire life looking at the data from the dark edges of our galaxy. From where I sit, hidden behind a helmet you will never see me take off, the view of a black hole is not an ending. Today, we are going to talk about the very real possibility that black holes are not graves, but doorways to somewhere else. If you fell into one, you might not just die. You might actually pop out in a completely different part of time and space. Let us start with the basics of what we usually expect when we get too close to one of these massive shadows. Imagine you are floating in your suit, just like mine, drifting toward the event horizon of a supermassive black hole like Sagittarius A. That spot is the point of no return, where even light cannot move fast enough to escape the pull of gravity. Scientists call the process of falling in spaghettification, which sounds funny until you realize it means your body gets stretched like a noodle. Your feet would feel a much stronger pull than your head, literally ripping your atoms apart in a long, thin string of matter. That is the standard nightmare scenario, but new math suggests there might be a loophole for a lucky traveler. Back in 1935, Albert Einstein and Nathan Rosen realized that the equations of general relativity allow for a bridge between 2 points. They called these Einstein-Rosen bridges, but we know them better today as wormholes, the ultimate cosmic shortcuts. A black hole might just be one half of that bridge, acting as the entrance to a tunnel that spans across the universe. Think of the universe like a flat sheet of paper with 2 dots drawn far apart on opposite sides. If you fold that paper so the dots touch, you have created a shortcut that bypasses all the space in between. But here is the massive problem that keeps scientists up at night. The math says these tunnels are incredibly unstable. The moment even a single photon of light enters the tunnel, the whole thing would snap shut and crush anything inside. You would need something called exotic matter, stuff with negative energy, to prop the door open so you could pass through. Even if we could find that strange energy, we still have to deal with the singularity at the very center of the hole. A singularity is a point of infinite density where all the rules of math and physics basically throw their hands up and quit. If a black hole is a portal, the singularity is the giant brick wall blocking the hallway that kills you instantly. However, there is a special kind of black hole called a Kerr black hole that changes the entire game for us. Most black holes in space are actually spinning very fast, and when a singularity spins, it stretches out into a ring. This is called a ring singularity, and mathematically, it is possible to pass right through the middle of the ring. If you could navigate your ship through that spinning hoop of death, you might not hit the center at all. Instead, you would be tossed through the tunnel and come flying out of something called a white hole. A white hole is the exact opposite of a black hole. It is a region of space that nothing can ever enter. It just spits out matter and light constantly, acting as the exit ramp for the cosmic highway you just traveled. Imagine being spat out into a galaxy that is billions of light years away from Earth in just a few seconds. You could be looking at stars that humans will not discover for another million years, all because you took the plunge. This brings up a wild question. Could black holes be portals to entirely different universes altogether? Some physicists think our own universe might actually be the inside of a black hole that exists in a parent universe. Every time a star collapses in that other world, a new universe like ours is born on the other side. It is like a never-ending Russian nesting doll of space and time, where every exit leads to a brand new beginning. But let us get back to the reality of the journey, because even a spinning portal is full of extreme danger. As you approach the ring, time would start to behave in ways that would make your brain hurt. To someone watching you from Earth, it would look like you were slowing down and eventually freezing in place forever. But for you, inside the cockpit, time would feel normal as you watched the entire history of the universe flash by. You would see stars burn out and galaxies collide in the blink of an eye. complete shielding made of materials we haven't even dreamed of yet to survive the journey through the void. And even if we survive the radiation and the gravity, we have no idea where the exit actually leads. You could end up in the middle of a burning star or in the empty, freezing cold space between two distant galaxies. It is the ultimate gamble, a one-way ticket to the unknown where there is absolutely no way to turn back. Despite the risks, the idea that these giants are portals gives us a tiny shred of hope for the future. Human beings are explorers by nature, and the vastness of the universe is simply too big for our slow rockets. If we want to reach the stars before our own sun dies, we have to find a faster way to move. Black holes represent the ultimate challenge to our understanding of the world and our place within the grand design. Whether they are portals or just cosmic tombs, they remind us that the universe is far stranger than we imagine. Every time I look out into the blackness of the night, I wonder who might be looking back from the other side. Maybe one day, a pilot like me will finally have the courage to fly into the dark and see for themselves. Until then, we keep watching, keep measuring, and keep dreaming about what lies beyond the veil of light. The math says it is possible, and in a universe this big, possible usually means it is happening somewhere right now. We are just scratching the surface of what these gravity wells are capable of doing to the fabric of reality. Next time you look at a picture of a black hole, don't just see a shadow, see a gateway to forever. Space is a big place, but black holes might just be the key that makes it feel a little bit smaller. We are constantly learning that what we thought were laws are actually just suggestions that gravity likes to break. If you ever find yourself drifting toward a dark horizon, just remember that the end might just be a new start. Gravity is the strongest force we know, but human curiosity is a close second, and it drives us into the dark. We have spent centuries looking at the sky, but the most important answers might be hidden where no light survives. Keep asking questions and never stop looking up, because the universe still has plenty of secrets left to share. The mystery of the black hole portal is one of the greatest stories ever written in the language of the stars. As we push further into the cosmos, we might find that the shortcuts were right there in front of us all along. It takes a special kind of madness to want to dive into a hole in the sky, but that is how we grow. Think about the Voyager probes we sent out decades ago. They are barely past the edge of our own little neighborhood. If we want to truly see the cosmos, we cannot rely on engines that just push us forward through normal space. We need to learn how to bend the rules, just like gravity does, and step through the cracks in the universe. If black holes are portals, they are the most dangerous and beautiful invitations we have ever been given by nature. I often sit in my command chair and imagine the moment the light changes from black to a blinding new color. That moment of transition, where everything we know falls away and a new reality begins, is why we keep searching. We are all just travelers on a very small rock, looking for a way to join the rest of the cosmic family. Perhaps the doorway isn't meant to be easy to open, because only those who are truly ready should step through. Scientists like Stephen Hawking spent their entire lives trying to figure out how information could survive the trip inside. If your data survives, then your soul might survive too, carried on waves of gravity to a distant shore. The journey is long and the odds are against us, but that has never stopped us from trying to reach the impossible. Black holes are not just points on a map. They are the ultimate test of our will to know the truth. So, if you ever get the chance to witness the birth of a star or the death of a giant, remember this. The dark spots in the sky might be the very things that lead us to the brightest future we can imagine. Stay curious about the void, because the void is definitely curious about you and everything you have to offer. The universe does not keep secrets just to be mean. It keeps them to make sure we are paying attention. We are the eyes and ears of the cosmos, and we are just now starting to see the true shape of things. Every black hole is a promise that there is more to the story than what we can see with our eyes. I will be here, watching the monitors and waiting for the signal that someone has finally made it through. Until that day comes, I will keep sharing these stories from the edge of the final frontier with all of you. There is a certain peace in knowing that the universe is so much bigger and stranger than our small daily lives. It gives us something to reach for, a reason to keep building bigger telescopes and faster computers to solve the puzzle. The portal is waiting, the math is ready, and all we need now is the time to bridge the gap between us. Thank you for listening to my perspective from the stars.